It's worth giving everything up just to win. Things like all the sweets, chocolate, milkshakes, all things like that. All the food what makes you heavy and ain't good for you. I started boxing when I was 9 because my dad wanted me to get into it.
He was a tall, skinny kid and he was one of the youngest ones in the class. So I just took him, to give him a little bit of self-confidence. And he went from strength to strength and just did really well,
It makes you feel like you're not a normal kid, like they ain't got the worries or the stress or anything like that. You get 6 weeks notice and you train, and then like it's the last week, that's when it gets all nervous because that's when you cut everything out, all the food and all that, to try and make the weight. And then on the night, it's like when you're warming up just before going there, that's when it gets nervous. But then I just think, if you want to be a star, you got to live the life of a star. I'm a bit too young for the 2012, so hopefully I'll get picked for the 2016 Olympics. I've entered 3 national competitions and won all 3. And boxed boys from all over England, and I won gold there twice. And I got picked for the European Games against the whole of Europe. I find when I box the boys and they lose their temper, it's a lot easier because then it's just easier to hit. In the future, if I reached a point where I was keep losing or getting hurt or the boys were getting bigger and better, then you'd have to stop and find a new job or just retire.
If he got knocked out properly one day, that'd be it. I would stop him, definitely. If I'm nervous, it makes him more nervous. And your heart definitely goes from here to there until he's boxed, and then it works its way back down again after the fight. His mum's very proud of him, but she don't really like to watch, and she watches the fights on the tape and that, but she doesn't like to. I don't know. She just never went, and it's just a thing that she's got into now that she doesn't go, and that's it, It's very nerve-wracking, yeah, and obviously I think it's worse if it's your son there than if it's yourself, obviously,
When I've won, normally just feel all happy and just go and eat as much as I can. Yeah, when I lose, I just lay there like sulking because I've lost and just don't bother getting out of bed.
I want you to think about the geezer think about the geezer you fight. They're all going to be different. You're going to fight geezer.
Obviously, try not to lose, don't you?